Okay, and we're back. So, like I said, Tuesdays are Otako Tuesdays. I'm being joined by my kid brother again, and we will be breaking down the first season of the epic anime series Chainsaw Man. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
So, Eric, I'm sure you said something, but I just got your text. What's up? What's up? Can I hear
I'm
you?
just letting you know the streams are up.
Ah, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Being a good co-host here.
All right. Well, you distracted me because you're sending me texts, and I don't know what the hell's going on. I was like, is there no audio? The audio
You
level
just sit here and eat
fine.
donuts if you want.
Man, I do want some donuts. Damn. You know, it's the first time
Damn.
I've ever missed you.
Damn.
I wish you were right here. Mub Nasty,
Rub
thank you
by
for
my
joining us.
side.
So we're gonna be breaking down, like I said, the epic first season of the awesome anime Chainsaw Man, which we watched together. We look forward to it every week. You know, the new episode came out. I would take a break from my shift. Eric would come out of his little cave. We'd just sit down and we'd enjoy the newest episode of Chainsaw Man. And we'd be like, that was epic. That was awesome. I love that guy. I've never related more to a character in my life. He's phenomenal. The main character, Denji. I got the name right?
Well, we did go over the names off stream, yeah.
Yes, exactly. But the point is I got it. All right? I got it. But
You pulled out some impressive names last week. I did not think you would pull out Inosuke.
Inosuke, Rengoku, like that. Come on, I still remember it.
Right.
So there you
What's
go.
the sound Hashira?
Ooh, Funko, Mr. Tenji? No, Tengen.
I think it's Tengen Uzui.
Ah, see? Tengen, I got it. Anyway,
You said Tenzin.
so before we get into this, first off, right off the bat, Chainsaw Man's epic was probably my favorite anime that I saw last year. And it came out at the same time as the Entertainment District arc from Demon Slayer. So I'm not sure which one I like more, but last year I saw Chainsaw Man. Last year I saw each new episode every week, so I loved it. To me, it was my favorite one. And one important thing that I need to point out: we were wrong last week. I thought that the last episode of Demon Slayer, the Swordsmith Village arc, was coming out last Saturday, but IMDb lied to me. Apparently, the last episode will come out this week. I don't know, but that's why we went with Chainsaw Man today. So in case you were confused, in case you were like, that son of a bitch lied to me, this is why you can't trust the Mexicans. So
That is exactly what I thought.
I know that's what you did. Like I know you were cussing me out like, this motherfucker. I prepared.
You son of a bitch.
I watched the whole season. The son of a bitch.
Even though it wasn't possible because it wasn't finished.
I
saw it
did
all.
it somehow. Like I went
saw it all.
above and beyond. But anyway, before we get into all that stuff, Eric, how you been, man? Like how's it working at the fair?
I'm tired.
I
I walk too much.
Wow, are you pulling like what, 12-hour shifts?
I've pulled a couple of 12s so far, yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of just there the whole day.
How does it feel to be the one in charge?
It's nice. I get a bunch of free stuff and they don't know about it.
You can always get free stuff if they don't find out about it. That's the beautiful part. I look really green.
5-finger discount over here.
But all right. So you doing good? You happy? You chilling? You healthy?
Yeah, doing all right. It's just having to keep up with school is a bitch right now. But luckily, I gave my teachers some free tickets, so they're kind of giving me a pass.
They should. I mean, you know, that's how bribes work.
Whoa, I am a business major.
There you go. So all right, let's talk a little bit about this show, Chainsaw Man. So, as I'm already
You may
mentioned,
have heard of it.
What? You think
You
you've
guys
heard of
may
it?
have heard of it.
You guys,
It was
yeah,
a little bit popular.
a little bit, maybe a lot of people are like, you know what? I see all these memes, but I don't get it, and I don't care. And you're fools. You're fools, because the memes always make everything better. And this show was phenomenal and hysterical, and just so incredibly relatable, in a very bizarre sense. Because I'd say that Denji is extremely real, but also uber pathetic. And that's kind of why you love him. Because the way that he's pathetic is so real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you kind of, at the same time, you excuse it given the fact that he was the way he was, his upbringing. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. So for those of you
So
who
he was deprived of everything, like literally living in dumpsters and shit.
literally dreaming of putting jelly on a piece of bread, like those were his
That
dreams.
was the Super Bowl.
That was the goal. So for those of you who don't know, how would you summarize the show?
Okay,
Or do you want me to just go straight up to IMDb?
yeah, go for that because it's one of those shows that starts off one way and you don't expect where it's going, but everywhere that it reminds me a little bit of Attack on Titan,
Sure.
where it's like,
all right, so
it kind of starts off one way and then you're like, what? Okay, I did not expect us to go here, but it's great.
all right,
So you go for it.
Here is the summary according to IMDb. Following a betrayal, a young man left for dead is reborn as a powerful devil-human hybrid after merging with his pet devil, and is soon enlisted into an organization dedicated to hunting devils. Which I think is fair. It's fair. It's a
Sure.
fair description. I'd say it's actually pretty good. Pretty
Yeah,
accurate.
he gets a dog in his heart.
A
He's
chainsaw
got
dog.
that dog.
It's a
He's
chainsaw
literally
dog.
got that dog in him.
Yeah.
And this guy also becomes a chainsaw
Person.
man, as one would say.
Yeah. So basically, it's the show about a guy who has terrible freaking luck. Just terrible, disgustingly bad. Life has kicked him in the nuts over and over again because since he was very little, his dad was a deadbeat. He got into debt with very dangerous people, and the dad died, so now he has to pay off the debt, right? So his life sucks because now he's
Yeah,
working
he was
for...
indebted to the Yakuza.
Yeah, so he's working for a criminal organization, killing demons, and for one reason or another, he ends up fusing with a chainsaw demon, and now he becomes Chainsaw Man, and now he's a part of a bigger organization. That's the
He's
short
part of
version
a
of it.
bigger crime organization.
Yeah.
The government.
The government. The Japanese government. You can't mess with those guys. So, I know what you're thinking. That sounds a lot like Jujutsu Kaisen, and you'd kind of be right. And by kind of, I mean you'd be totally right. The biggest difference here is the main character, his personality, how pathetic he is, and how laser focused he is on his main goal that every single man in the world can understand. He's just the most relatable man in the history of anime, except maybe for the boys from prison school. But I mean,
But that's special.
That
one's basically my autobiography.
That's the epitome of boys shows. I think
Yeah.
this could be a solid number 2 as a boys show for now. And Eric, you just read some stuff about season 2 because season 2 will come out. The show was a massive success, both by critics and fans. Financially, in Japan, you couldn't look anywhere without seeing something from Chainsaw Man. Like I bought 2 miniatures. Like I have them because I love the show. I was a fan, and so it was a huge success. That never really guarantees there's going to be a second season for the Japanese, but
Let's keep in mind, Attack on Titan took 4 years
Yeah.
for a second season. Okay.
all right. And also, before I forget,
Taco Tuesday.
there you go. I always forget that. I always forget to do the open. And speaking of that, the best anime open maybe ever. Agree, disagree.
Well, that's a big claim, but it's
I said maybe ever.
of the year. I'd say. Well, I didn't watch enough anime that year, but of the ones I watched, it was probably my favorite.
All right. When's the last time you've heard an anime song in a bar? Because we were walking around Japan and they were playing it freaking everywhere. Like we were at bars and all of a sudden it was like bam banana da 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 da.
Well, they had the freaking what's that anime we saw?
We date the dance on the street.
What's the movie that we saw recently?
Susume.
Yeah, they had that.
Yeah, but it was like a little restaurant thing. I mean, multiple bars.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I think they also had the Evangelion opening, but that's everywhere.
Yeah, that's not fair. I mean, I've also heard "Fly Me to the Moon" a bunch of places. Come on, doesn't count.
Best anime song.
Get your head out of your ass. Jesus Christ, we're trying to be professionals here. Stop
I
embarrassing.
don't wanna. I like my head up my ass.
It's warm up there.
Warm, and I don't have to worry about stuff.
Protects my ears. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, again, well, what we're talking about the show. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. It's a good time, and more if you're a guy, because it's kind of made to appeal for guys. But if you're a girl, you're also probably gonna like it because the story is really good. The animation's really good. The characters are really, really likable. And so I'd say it's good for the whole family, except, you probably shouldn't let your kids watch it. And it's based off, the demons are basically based off of your fears. So people are afraid of chainsaws, and depending on how afraid people are of a particular fear is how powerful a demon is. So people afraid of chainsaws, the chainsaw demon is pretty powerful. And it's fun in the show to start seeing them, show different levels of demons and different kind of fears that you wouldn't even think about. But before I even get into that, I forgot, I cut you off. What did you see about season 2?
I saw about season 2 that we are hoping it comes out, or at least a trailer for it by the end of the summer.
Okay.
I believe we are about 40% of the way through to the first part of the manga. So it would probably have to be a longer core than 12 episodes for a second season. Which honestly, it did feel like it was pretty short, a little bit rushed
really short
at times.
Mm-hmm. But apparently, from what Eric told me last week, what we saw in the show is the bad part of the manga. So the show hasn't even started to get good.
It's not even on the hook,
Yeah, this is even before the hook. So this is how would you describe it? This is Lord of the Rings before they even get to the prancing pony.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Maybe maybe they just made it to Rivendell.
So that's after the prancing pony.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
You didn't ever watch Lord of the Rings?
I did, but I mean,
of course they were already there.
Okay.
Prancing pony is where they meet Strider.
All right.
Otherwise known as Aragorn.
I don't know. I'm like,
listen, ridiculous.
I know. I was just like,
I
was confused that maybe you didn't know. I was like, this guy know when the prancing pony? Do you even know where it is?
Are you even? Of course, it's in Bree, you nerd.
It's at the village Bree.
That's a prancing pony. Look for me there.
All right. Mom Nasty. When you guys went to Japan, did you get a tour guide? Just asking because a friend of mine went and he said it was hard to get some exclusives since he was from the United States. Yes,
I was
difficult.
a tour guide.
Listen, it's difficult to get into some places because they don't allow gaijins, which means foreigners. They are huge xenophobes over there. Other than that, there's some places that you had to
Most people were pretty cool.
Because of COVID, there's some places that you had to pre-register to get in. Like specifically, the one that pissed me off the most was the Ghibli Museum. But yeah, I don't think you need a tour guide. You just need to plan things out like months in advance. It'd be way better if you want to go to some place specific. If not, just travel around. Honestly, just watch our video and you'll see a bunch of cool places. That's my recommendation.
Also, my personal recommendation is you're going to be tempted to be like, all right, I want to see a new city every day and stuff. Try to get some juice out of, the places that you're staying, like
there's a lot of juice. There's a lot of juiciness all over the place.
If you just go to like Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka, and you got a full trip there, honestly.
But what about that Fukuoka ramen?
It's fantastic, but I mean, at this point, it's my third trip, so I
got you.
I kind of knew the lay of the land.
Yeah, I get ya. Chuck Dominguez, thank you for joining us. What's up, yo? 10 more minutes to clock off work. That's what's up. That's what's up. Chuck listened to us he drives to work, or he listens to me if I start at 7. And so nice. He also texts in, he messages stuff, so that's always fun. That's always safe. Stay safe out there.
Nice. Do you think there's people who listen to us like, I don't know, in the shower or something?
You know what? Yes, I do think so. You know what? Maybe we'll make a show in the shower one day. Who knows? Who knows?
Hey, I'm set up. I got that thing where I can put my phone in the shower.
Oh, there you go. See, you can do it, and you can do the Zoom thing on your phone. Just get
funny enough, we always assumed that was gonna make my showers take longer, but it's actually shorter now.
What do you mean?
Because I can actually time them. I put like a 20-minute YouTube video. It's not gonna take me longer than 20 minutes.
Hey, listen, if it works for you, I mean, I get distracted, but whatever.
Well, different strokes, different folks.
Mob Nasty, I remember Dario saying Eric had a dope Charizard beanie that a lot of them liked. Yes. Eric was pretty much about a head taller than everybody else over there, maybe a head and a half. And so a lot of Japanese people would walk up to him and be like, "Hey, Lizardo!" And it was hysterical.
Lizardo.
So he was super easy to find always, because there's just this big gaijin with a orange head walking around, towering over everybody. So there you go. Anyway, so
Gotta be easy to spot for the homies.
exactly.
I can't find the beanie right now, though. I don't know where I left it.
You lost it. You fool.
Nah, it's impossible.
Fool of a took.
My room is a bit of a mess right now.
Yeah, who can tell? Look at all
No,
those.
my big head is covering most
Look
of
at
it.
all those towels in that rack back there. What do you need so many towels for? Two
got
towels.
two. The
like
rest
a
of
clown. What do you need two towels
those
for?
Those are jackets. Those are jackets. What are you talking
There's
about?
two. What do you need two towels for? You're a grown ass man.
I use one for my head.
You use separate towels?
Yeah. Why not?
I don't know. It just seems weird.
Well, I don't want
Like
to.
we don't have that much. We don't have like that much hair that we need two separate towels.
Right, but I don't want to use a towel.
And why
that I
would you
dry
also
my
put
balls
your
with.
why would you put your dry clothes next to your wet towel?
Well, that's a better question. But yeah, I don't want to use the towel that I use for my balls on my head.
But your balls are clean.
Sure, but I mean, it's the principle of it.
Yeah, right, fair enough. Fair enough,
Yeah.
I guess. Do you ever mix up the towels?
No.
Is it always the same one? You're
Yes.
just 100% sure that you've always used the ball towel on the balls.
They're different colors.
Do you know the colors though?
Of course. One of them is for the balls.
Okay, which one's the ball one? The slightly bluer one or the slightly greener one?
The darker one.
All right, I'm gonna ask you again next time and see if you actually remember.
All right.
Okay.
I did not expect our Chainsaw Man discussion to go here.
Hey,
But
listen.
somehow this makes sense.
Listen, it makes perfect sense talking about balls when you're talking about Chainsaw Man, because that's what the boys do. The
That is true.
boys. Anyway, so
And one thing that was I think honestly my favorite part about when we were watching Chainsaw Man,
was the camaraderie, was hanging out with me because I'm awesome.
well, it was part of the hangout and also the afterwards when we would discuss, okay, so these devils, they're based off of, fears and, whatever people fear the most sort of collectively.
Yeah.
It's what makes more powerful demons, which brings the question. All right, so what do you think is the strongest devil,
Yes, and you go into like crazy places because certain people show certain powers, and you're like, oh, okay, that has to be the CIA demon. It has to be. People are so afraid of the CIA.
Dario's convinced that one of the characters is the CIA demon.
It has to be the CIA. It just or the government demon, something like that.
If it's
They're
like
terrifying.
the Illuminati or something, okay. I
Listen,
kinda see.
the IRS, something. It's got to be something. It's some kind of like giant bureaucratic organization that can ruin your life from the other side of from freaking the moon. All right.
It's the DMV devil.
But yeah, so it's fun to see them pop up and things that you wouldn't even think about sometimes, like the sloppy blowjob demon. So
That's canonical.
that's canon right there. The angel
Do you think
demon,
there's-
the shark
think there's
demon,
something-
spider
Do you think
demon,
there's something like
the veggie demon.
like I don't know, the I ran out of toilet paper demon?
Definitely. There's got to be, people have the nightmare that they just show up at school without their pants. There's got to be that demon. So there's a lot of interest. So seeing how they work, trying to guess which one has which power, it's fun. It's enjoyable. It's part of the experience. And I do agree that something has been lost in the streaming era where an entire season just comes out at once, that you don't really get to savor conversing about a show, conversing about an episode, seeing like, oh, week to week, what do you think's gonna happen next? Oh my god, that was so exciting, having to wait. And I think that's one of the beauties of anime, that it's still coming out week to week. It's, unless you're a Netflix show, most of the shows that are on Crunchyroll or wherever, they come out week to week, and that's really enjoyable. Getting to talk about a show, getting to savor an episode, because now we talk about an entire season. We rarely get to talk about episode by episode, and I think that's more fun. And I think that's one of the reasons why I enjoy watching anime a little bit more than other stuff. It's short, it's fun, it's usually better written, it usually looks better, the music is generally cool, and it comes out new episode every week. So I'm with age, I've grown to prefer that over the traditional Western stuff that we see over here, because also we've made a whole lot of garbage in the last decade.
I think that has been the main problem, especially when it comes to what I've come to dislike as the Marvel/Disney shows, where everything kind of just feels derivative. Like, it feels like you've seen one and you've seen most of them. Not in terms of the actual events of the story, but they always just repeat the same
formula,
themes, and same idea, same formula. And it's basically just, hey, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 was fun. Let's just keep doing that.
Hit the pinche like. But before I forget, comments, questions, suggestions, you can find me at Super Dario World and at Dario SDW on Instagram. Like, share, subscribe this video like this video, share, subscribe. It really helps me out. I really appreciate it. Do that. I'm doing live streams at 7 p.m. on Mondays, and I guess Tuesdays. Are you free at this time on Tuesdays? Do you think we can? Because I prefer doing it live, honestly. Because the chat keeps me honest, and also having like a set time on my brain that I have to be at, and I have to have stuff ready. I feel it's better for me. I have issues with discipline sometimes, and I lose track of the clock if I have, not a set schedule. So how do you feel about it? How's your schedule looking? Is it possible? Is it not possible? Is it crazy? Is it not crazy? Is 7 too early? Is 7 too late? You have a date?
That was too many questions, but I will say this. I am definitely not available on the 4th of July, which is a Tuesday.
Okay. All right. So
other than that, I should be pretty free. At least maybe we could start at like 7.
7?
So that, Chuck is already in his car. He doesn't have to, sneak around his phone at work.
Listen, he was getting paid to listen to us. All right.
Well, that's pretty based.
Yeah, that's way better. So I don't know. Listen, Chuck, you tell us what you prefer. All right. We're catering all this.
We're basing our show off of you, man.
Yeah, all this thing around you. So there you go. You're welcome. Damn, you know what? We're awesome.
Oh, man, we're fantastic. We're great.
We're the best to our fans. Like they get to join us on our football stuff. We cater our schedules around them. I want to be my fan. I wish you could be. I wish you could be listening to me right now. That'd be awesome. That'd be great.
Yeah. I'm a man of the people.
Anyway, so back to this. So the demons are awesome, the system, but the beauty of this show, honestly, is in the trio of psychopaths that are the main characters. All right, and it's a beautiful combination of two psychopaths and the straight guy. All right, you always need somebody that plays it straight, and you need a couple psychos. Now, the level of psychos in this particular show is next level, especially when they're together. Would you agree or disagree?
Yeah. So I was actually thinking in my head, because the easiest comparison to make is to Jujutsu Kaisen, right?
Sure.
Where it's like the protagonist is kind of the aloof,
the wild card, yeah,
wild card kind of guy. The girl,
yeah,
she's
the
kind of a psycho.
The cooler Sakura.
Okay, here's the they're all derivative of Naruto. Let's be real.
All right, fine. The cool Sakura.
Yeah, the cool Sakura, but in Jujutsu Kaisen, she's kind of a wacko.
Yes.
And power is just a boatload of fun. And then we have the Sasuke, who's like kind of like the straight man. All
right, Chuck Dominguez just gave me a schedule. All right, Sunday to Wednesday, 8 to 7. So there you go. Now we know his schedule. After 7 p.m.
Hot damn.
So that he can listen to us, so that he can enjoy our company on the drive home. There you go. And if we go long, Chuck, you better stay in your car listening. You better. We're doing this for you, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, continue what you were saying.
What was I saying?
The trio characters.
You have the straight man with
Sasuke, yeah.
Sasuke. I forget the guy from Jujutsu.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, names don't really matter. I mean, seriously.
No, I kind of forgot the character.
Anyway,
I think I definitely like the Chainsaw Man more.
Sure. Here, the main trio is Denji, who is the Chainsaw Man, Power, who is another half demon. There's a difference between a half demon and half devil. I forget. I think it's a half devil. It doesn't really matter at this point. And Aki. Aki is a normal human who smokes. So there you go.
Wasn't it that you're a demon if you like combine with?
Dude, that was really complicated. I remember we figured it out at the moment, but then we were very confused because some are devils that are not evil, and some of them are devils that turn human, and some of them are fused with humans. It was very confusing. Also, Chuck Dominguez says he feels special now, so there you go. You made somebody feel special, Eric.
No, I feel cozy. I'll have another donut for that one.
And Mob Nasty says, "Orale, Chuck Dominguez." So somebody's jelly. Jelly!
I think I remember. I think it was that demons are like devils who already exist. So power is the blood devil. I believe. And she turned human because she like loved the cat or something, right?
I think she took over a human's body, but she was just not evil.
Yeah, that was the difference. Meanwhile, Denji is special because he's a human who merged with a demon. And then there's just the devils who are, monsters that you make contracts with.
Yeah. And so this is the trio. These are the main characters. And again, they're phenomenal. And the mix is extraordinary because they have this classic thing of we kind of don't like each other, but we fit. It's an oil and vinegar thing. They don't mix, but they go well together. And it's endearing in their own way. They're endearing in their own way because one is literally a puppy that's been kicked around his entire life. He just wants a friend. And it's so pathetic. It's lovable. Again, the best word to describe Denji is pathetic. The second best word is lovable because you just can't help but feel bad for the guy because his life has sucked so bad for so long that he's happy just to put jelly on his bread. All right, that was his dream. Okay, that was his dream. It's so beautiful. And then his dream obviously evolves the more based he becomes. His dream now becomes, I want to touch boobies, which is the most relatable thing any man could ever do. And so that's why everybody loves Denji. I still like he's my boy. So anyway, I cut you off. Phenomenal writing. That's just phenomenal writing. So relatable.
Well, work with me here, okay?
Okay.
He is a Shinji with an opposite personality.
All right. Shinji is a crybaby, pathetic crybaby,
but with a very good reason for it. I would argue.
I'd argue he's a bitch, but all right.
Well,
Chuck Dominguez. Chuck Dominguez. That's my dream too. Lol.
Someday.
Someday. No. All right. See, I don't know. I immediately have disgust for Shinji. All right, it's an automatic thing.
Thinking of his personality.
Yeah.
But like his role in the story it's that fish out of the water type of thing where like it's Harry Potter. He shows up to a brand new world kind of thing.
It's opposite. Because I love Denji for being pathetic. I hate Shinji for being pathetic.
Because of the way they deal with it, because of their personality.
No, because of their lives. Denji actually has an excuse. Shinji doesn't. Shinji? He doesn't have an excuse. His life was fine. And he gets... All right,
his mother was absorbed into a robot. His dad abandoned him. He was like...
He gets to go into a giant mech to kill giant monsters. That's awesome. That's epic.
He gets to feel the pain of the robot.
Don't get hit, bitch. It's that simple. Problem solved.
It's one of those things. I was like,
problem solved.
I was like, Shinji, why don't you want to go, and fucking risk your life against these eldritch abominations that are gonna destroy the planet?
Bitch.
It's like
you gotta end that with bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah. On the other hand, Denji's like, cool, I'll do it. Will you feed me? I'll do anything. Just feed me. Yeah. Are you gonna pay me? Like with a pillow? That's awesome. I'll do it. Yeah, please love me. So again, he's He's like he's a puppy. You know, he's been mistreated. It's like it's like a puppy you picked out, you know, from the dumpster. He loves you just because, you know, aren't kicking it. Like, that's all you have to do.
You know what? That's the thing. Shinji's a cat. Denji's a dog.
He's a dog. He's my dog.
He literally got that dog in him.
Yeah.
Shinji, he's got that pussy in him.
Well, he don't get no pussy. We know that.
But he's got it in him.
Sure. He is a pussy. I agree. Biggest pussy in anime history.
Spoiling the shit out of stuff?
No, I don't want to spoil stuff, but let's do it. All right. So that's the main cast, right? Now the extended cast is also phenomenal, and they're kind of all a bunch of psychos. And my favorite is probably this girl right here. Pedophile. Himeno. This girl leads to probably one of my favorite moments in the entire season. I could not stop laughing. I could not stop smiling.
One of my favorite moments of the year.
Yeah, phenomenal. I mean, put it bigger so they can see her. And it's just so unexpected and wild. And before we even get into that, I just want to give a quick shout out to our girl Makima here. Makima is the centerpiece of this show. What? Best girl, of course. She's the centerpiece of this show, and she is one of the best written female characters I've ever seen, at least for season 1. Because just when you think something's ruined or she just got outplayed, they found a way to make it special. So the actress did a phenomenal job, the writer did a phenomenal job, the animator did a phenomenal job. Every single time she's on screen, just when you think she got bested over something, you are captivated. They find a way to captivate you more, which is difficult to do. And it's what a good writer does. They keep raising the bar and then making good characters that are capable of actually jumping it. So just, you know, from that perspective, love her. Now, add to that the fact that I'm pretty sure that she has the CIA demon on her side. Best girl. Best girl by a mile. Best girl by 20 miles.
She got that dump truck. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, you know, the show makes a point of you know, putting her ass on display for like, what is it, like 15 seconds in a shot that makes no damn sense. Except, you know, it makes perfect damn sense because they know who their audience is. The boys. So.
Well, it's because we're supposed to be seeing it through the eyes of Denji, which is understandable.
Of course. You know, this Denji does not know and kind of doesn't care what's going on. That's the funny thing about this show and the main character in it. There's no major goal here. I'm not going to save the world. I'm not going to do this. His goal is boobies. All right? That's all he cares about. And that's what I understand. Like, he could have died a happy man just eating bread with jelly. Like, that would have been, you know, I'm going to die a happy man. But he decided, you know, I want to do something better with my own life. I want to go after boobies. And so now that's his only motivation. That's it. I'm not going to save the world. I mean, I'll save the world if it gets me boobies. So, I mean, relatable. Totally understandable. Like, you know, there's an expression in Spanish, and actually it comes from a song, and it goes, Más mueve un par de tetas que un chinguero de carretas. Which basically means a pair of tits can move a lot more than a truckload of wagons. Which is the truest expression in human history. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Listen, I already said the man is relatable as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I love him so much.
He gets me. This man gets me.
So yeah, anyway. So the cast in general is pretty cool. The sloppy blowjob girl is phenomenal. Everybody, I could only find like one image of this guy, but him, even he has his moments. I forget his name. But, you know,
he has a really cool moment at one point
sure,
almost to the end of the season.
They'll have their moments, but it's mostly it's mostly the big three and Makima, who steals the show whenever she's on the screen, and then they introduce a whole bunch of other weirdos who are apparently going to be a bigger deal as the show moves forward. In fact, there's a mention that a girl that appeared at the end of season 1 is going to have a bigger role in season 2. She's going to be a bigger deal and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see where this show goes, because they actually set up something that's super interesting. They set up, and now we're going to go into spoiler arena. All right. So like I said, this show is pretty good at raising the bar and then going above it. And now season 1 set up
out of 10. Out of 10.
What?
Out of 10, what would you give it?
Season 1?
Season 1.
Dude, there's no episode that I would remove. There's no character that I would remove. There's no really storyline that I would remove. So
there's even like the one episode that was mostly filler was one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Where it was, when they went drinking.
Yeah, because again, it's
inappropriate stuff with minors.
It's characters that are fun to see interacting with each other. So these characters are good enough by themselves that you could just watch them do anything. Like if the show was about, I don't know, picking flowers and for their temple god, that'd be fun because you get to see them interact. You could make a slice of life with these characters and it will work. But add to the fact that the story in general is so interesting, so mysterious, it just it just brings it to a higher level, to an even better level.
And also one very interesting thing that I've never seen it done before in another anime is all of the endings are different.
Yes, they've changed every single episode. What he means is the end credits. They hired different artists, I assume, and they changed the songs and they changed everything. And it's kind
different
of
animation styles. Yeah.
They do something special. Some of them hint to the future, to the next episode. Some of them are, an homage to that particular episode. It's really awesome. It's truly something. And they invested a lot of money in it. A lot of money, because it's not cheap to make all that stuff. And so,
dude, I didn't know Studio Mappa made both Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, and they're making the final season for Attack on Titan.
Really? I didn't know that either.
They're killing it.
Yeah, they're doing good.
Diggity dough.
All right, so character-wise, what was I even saying? I lost my train of thought.
I asked you, what would you rate it out of 10?
Out of 10, let me say. Love the song, love the characters, love the story.
I would say to me it was a solid 8.5.
I'm gonna go with 9. 9.
Respectable.
Yeah. I'll leave it there for now. But
I think I only deduct points a little bit because lack of conclusion and lack of
it was a setup season.
I know, but same reason I didn't like Harry Potter, the 7th movie that much. It was a setup for the last movie, So I'm really excited about the next season, but it kind of.
All right, so you need to judge the things that it's set up, and here's a few things that it's set up. It's set up that they're going up against the gun demon, right? Which again, think about how the amount of fear humans have for guns, that's equal to the amount of power that the devil has. All right, so they're going up against the gun devil,
and we had a really good.
They showed the power, and
okay,
it's truly a thing of nightmares. So they also set up trying to understand who the hell Makima is and her powers. That's a big tease. That's a big setup. They also set up the death of one of the main characters, and the author had the balls of saying it's gonna be epic. So
yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Literally,
yeah,
that was the word.
Yeah, so we know it's gonna happen. It's set up, all right. So now we're living in suspense. All right, this is not a surprise. This is suspense, and the suspense is how the hell are they gonna kill this character off? Because this show, honestly, pretty brutal with its characters. It doesn't really care. It'll kill people off like crazy, and characters that they took a lot of time to set up, and all of a sudden it's like, wait, what? What is happening? Are you kidding me? So what's the story gonna be? What? So. You gotta respect that. You gotta respect a writer that has the balls to do that.
What was that episode that felt like the fucking felt like Red Wedding right from the beginning? Yeah. It's like, okay, so this is where we are.
Dude, I swear to God, I could hear the Godfather theme playing.
yeah. So this is the sequence we're going with.
Okay, all right. So, damn, I did not see this coming. In a show where you're dealing with devils. Turns out that you're getting off mafia style? What? Say what?
Again, it felt.
What about the mafia devil?
For some reason.
What?
It felt very Attack on Titan.
I know. It was great. It was phenomenal. Yeah. Except that Attack on Titan killed off characters that were like maybe third or fourth tier. Here they went 2 tier at least, maybe 1.
Oh, one was kind of a little bit of a fake out, but yeah.
Sure.
No, but I meant in the sense of that they sort of switched the genres on you real quick and in a way that you didn't expect it.
Oh yeah, definitely, really quickly within the same season. So, what would you say is your favorite moment of the show? All right, so 2 questions: favorite character, favorite moment.
Oh,
I'll say it. I'll make it easy for you. I'll make it. My favorite character.
Moment.
Listen, the character that I relate to the most probably Denji. I love the guy. I love the kid. But the character that I think is the most phenomenal character because of the way the dialogue that they gave her, everything, the delivery and everything, is Makima. I think that Makima is definitely the top tier character in this show, and for many reasons, but particularly because
I think she's the most intriguing character. Yes,
of course, sure, intriguing is a good word for it. I just like I already explained why I liked her, so I'm not gonna go through that again. My favorite moment is Denji's first kiss. Like that by far is one of the, again, phenomenal writing, hysterically delivered. I could not stop crying at how, of course, this happens to Denji. Of course, this happens to Denji. It's phenomenal. And I don't know how much you want to go.
Of my life.
Do you want to go into spoiler arena or do you not?
I don't like spoilers. I already watched it.
No, but I mean for the
already
people.
Said, everybody go watch the show. It's short. It's great. You're gonna get more of it. This gets a full endorsement by us here at Otako Tuesday, I'd say.
Us here at
NANI?
Otako Tuesday.
There you go. I just wanted to do that again.
I wish I got audio for that.
Yeah, sucks for you. I don't even know if, honestly, I don't even know if audio played. Hopefully, I'm hoping it did. But anyway, so what, again, favorite character, favorite moment from the show?
Oh, man. It is refreshing to have a main character who... Look, Denji's a good guy.
He's a good chap.
And you can see he's a pure soul.
Puppy.
But he's not like an idealist, where he's not like a Naruto, where he's always like trying to talk to, the villains and be like, having a little bit of a political debate with them. Denji's all like, all right, this is my job, and
heart of gold.
Yeah, Tanjiro with his purity and whatnot.
With a clear goal. I want to become the next Hokage. I want to kill Musan Kusuji. Like those are clear objectives.
Yeah,
I'd say that
Denji
his objective's pretty clear. Listen, I believe that's the flaw in Tanjiro and Naruto. Like that is the flaw in their personalities.
A little bit.
Come on. But I get it. Those are more like kiddie shows. This is more, I'd say, a teen show, which is probably why I love it.
Yeah, it's a thing. I think if I had seen this show in high school,
dude,
man, I would have got it. All my wall would have been covered up in posters and shit. It would have been ridiculous.
You get like one of the Poochie tattoos, the little chainsaw dog. Of course, you would have.
I would have had like a freaking those body pillows. I would have had a Makima body pillow. I don't give a fuck.
A freaking power, like for protector for your keyboard and stuff. Of course.
Yeah, with the titties, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
With the fake ones.
Of course. It makes perfect sense. You can even remove them and stuff. It breaks your heart.
Dude, the moment that happened.
Again, it's just brilliant comedy. Just brilliant comedy. Because would you say this show is more of an action or more comedy?
No, it's action.
Really?
It's action. It just uses comedy really, really well.
I enjoy the comedy way more. Like to me, I look back at it and I smile. I look back, the things that pop off that are most memorable to me throughout the show is the comedy bits, because they're so good, they're so well placed, and so it's one of those things that it's like the action's a bunch of jabs, but then the right hook, it's actually has a knife in it and it's stabbing you. And so that's why you remember that more, because you got stabbed. So you may got a bunch of jabs, but you got stabbed. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, this show uses comedy the right way, which is it uses comedy to make you like its characters. Why does it do that? Because it wants you to care for the characters.
Because the
it's
writer
gonna do
likes the
awful
character.
shit for them.
Yeah, because the writer likes the characters, for starters. You could tell.
Yeah. And too many shows either don't have the balls to be a little bit cruel to their characters if the story needs it, or they'll simply just make everything a joke to the point where when something gets serious, it's just out of place. Whereas in Chainsaw Man, the serious moments don't feel out of place. It's just that it's interweaved with moments of, lightheartedness
Weeb.
really, really well.
Sure. Again, brilliant writing. And so I haven't read the manga yet. I wanted to, but Eric said, don't do it because the show's over. Because you want to keep watching the show, blah, blah, blah. So fine, I didn't do it. Maybe you have.
I also want to read the manga, but it's one of those things that's like, I'll hold strong.
Well, dude, that was a hell of a tease. That was a hell of a tease that you gave us, that it's actually better. That, like, the thing on season 1 is the worst part of the show. Also, I'm really worried about the internet connection. But hopefully the stream holds on. Hopefully. Like, we're still uploading at like 1,000 kilobytes. So, we'll see. Fingers crossed.
I still got it open there, so it should be good.
All right, cool. So as long as you can, monitor it, we're good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you were saying?
I was saying I think I'm gonna hold off until at least the next season. If by the end of the next season it's just too much, I might bite the bullet and just
it's just
read the manga.
So good, you just can't wait
it's
anymore.
Just too good. Because Chainsaw Man has this thing that, and we went over this last week with Demon Slayer, where Demon Slayer, it's very self-contained each season to the point where once you're done with it, you're kind of done for a while, right?
Yeah.
It's not so much I can't wait to see what happens next. It's more like I know what's gonna happen next. It's probably gonna be great, but I can wait. I've been satisfied. I haven't been satisfied with Chainsaw Man yet.
No, you want more. You want more Denji.
No, it just set up all these teases I feel like freaking Denji right now. It's like I just want the boobies, but I can't get them.
Yeah. By the way, Chuck Dominguez says, "Just got home. Thanks for making my ride home fun." You're welcome. He says he's still gonna listen. He says he's gonna listen. Chuck, we love you, Chuck.
Love you, Chuck.
Chuck, you my boy. Anyway, I agree. I agree with that. It does leave you wanting more. I mean, again, it's because the show's a mystery. And again, season 1 was a setup season. In spite of
the most intriguing world, it's the most intriguing world out of all of the current shonen anime, I would argue.
I'd say it's the most complicated. Because, Demon Slayer, it's super simple. It doesn't
have a mystery. The big bad.
Exactly. It's simple. Pretty straightforward. Jujutsu Kaisen, it's a bit more of a mystery, but you kind of know where the big players are, mostly.
It's a bit of a mystery. It's more, the mystery is just where is it going?
Yeah.
Like, there's a very loose general goal with Jujutsu Kaisen, whereas Chainsaw Man, I don't know how it ends. Like, how do you end this story? Where is it going to go? And there's a lot more, stuff that's left to be revealed. Whereas with the other shows, it's like, we've kind of seen Jujutsu Kaisen, the literal point of the Gojo's character is to show as the pinnacle,
Yeah.
Same thing with the Hashira in Demon Slayer.
Well, in Demon Slayer, we 100% know how the show's gonna, what it's building up to, and it's going to be the main character against the main villain. We know that for sure. It's just about how they get there. Here,
yeah, it's all about execution with Demon Slayer at this point.
Mm-hmm. Here with Chainsaw Man, it's like, as I said, we could watch these characters pick flowers and it would be phenomenal. Like, them training with the badass freaking government guy was hysterical. Them just it's probably the best training I've ever seen in anime. It was hysterical. And so just watching them do anything could be fun. So there's really no reason for it to end, but we know it's done. We know it's finished. So there's a story in there somewhere. We know that.
Do we know that?
I thought you told me that Chainsaw Man's done.
No, I told you Demon Slayer is done.
Oh, well, that just makes this more exciting.
Let me see. I'll Google it. You keep going.
All right. So, but I mean, I was gonna make a point that if I don't know if it's done or
It's not done.
Oh, okay,
It's
still going.
It's up to, so we're up to chapter 115,
Okay.
and the first season was up to chapter 38.
Okay. Fair
There's
enough.
a lot.
So there's still like it's gonna be at least 5 seasons.
It should be, unless they want to like skip over something, which I don't see a reason for it.
No, that'd be stupid. It's like, why would they want to throw money away?
It's Japan.
Yeah, you make a valid point. They do that. But anyway, all right. So there's a lot to go. You know what? That actually makes me feel better because I was like, man, why do good things have to end? Especially if you're saying that the best is yet to come,
The best is yet to come, my friend.
according to the fans. So again,
The feels are coming.
it's probably the most open out of all of them. It's the most mysterious. It's the most complex because we don't really understand who the... Well, we know who the baddies are, but we don't know who the baddies are. And they've clearly shown us one thing. There are multiple baddies, multiple factions, multiple stuff. And the other ones, it's not so much. It's Jujutsu Kaisen, there's like 2-3 players. In freaking... in Demon Slayer, there's 2 factions, and that's it, pretty much. So,
Pretty basic there.
yeah. So
I think that's the most intriguing part for me, where it's sort of similar to One Piece's world building, where it's, you got our protagonist, and you got like this group of pirates, and then you got these group of the government, and you got within the government you have multiple branches fighting each other. So it's one of those things. It's multiple big players, sort of fighting it out. That's the sort of stuff I enjoy because it sets up a lot of drama.
a lot
Juicy,
of drama.
juicy drama.
True, but I don't know. I just realized that Power's not in this picture. Weird.
Is she on the left?
No, yeah, probably. Because that's from the opening credits. Anyway,
Yeah.
so you never said what your favorite moment was.
Well, I didn't know if I was gonna go for a funny moment or like a badass moment.
You can pick either. It's your favorite. That's how
The
that
one
works.
that made me the happiest was Denji's first kiss.
Of course. Of course.
It was one of those things that I think I even remember the moment because it's one of those things that all the energy changes and it's like,
You're like, oh my god.
of course,
Oh
it
my
went
god.
like this.
Oh my god. Yes.
Oh,
You're like, no, Denji, no.
you feel so good for him, and then immediately just it's
Bad.
It's so good. How did the author think of that?
Dude,
How did he do it?
Dude, it's a roller coaster of emotions because first it's like, okay, cool, then bad, and then really cool, and then really, really bad, and then kind of concerning, and then super awesome, and then really, really bad. So
Well, because it's also a little bit of the context is a bit weird because Denji kind of has a crush on Makima, and she's there, but so you're kind of working with that dynamic in your head where it's like, oh man, he's got the one he likes is that one, but he's also a horny 15-year-old.
Here's the thing, she wasn't there at first. So of course, there's another hottie over here. She's, giving me attention, maybe, but she's very huggy. And all of a sudden,
Apparently she makes out with everybody.
when you're at a party and a girl's kind of feeling you, and then at that party your crush shows up, and you're like, damn
it.
What do I do? Do I let go of the sure thing, or should I don't know what
So
to
you're
do
working-
here.
That's
Yeah.
what you're working with in that moment, and all
Yeah.
of a sudden,
That's why he's
your
super
expectation
relatable.
gets subverted.
Yeah.
In a way,
it's
if
genius.
if I would have told you, if I given you like 20 guesses as to what's gonna happen, would you have guessed it?
Like for his first kiss?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Not
honestly
like
not.
that. No.
But
That's
when
what
I
thought-
tell you what happens, it's like, yeah, of course is what happens.
Of course. Makes perfect sense.
And that is good writing right there.
Well, to me, the thing that is great writing, because that's really good writing. The great writing is how they turn that around. Like how they turn a horrifying experience into kind of a good one. or at least a nice one. And again, that's the beauty of how they wrote a particular character and how they wrote a particular situation, and the writer not being afraid of actually, you know what, I'm going to try something. See if I can do it. I'm going to test myself here. And I feel like, you know what? Respect. I don't know if it was written by a guy or a girl, but serious respect for knowing how to write women so well and how to write, like, it's crazy how well no, it was written by a guy, right? Because the main
Fujimoto, that sounds male.
The guys are too relatable, and the girls are kind of just like everything you wanted to hear. So maybe I'm going with it.
What do you mean with the would you want it to hear?
Well, they're likable for a male audience.
Well, I guess that's true. They are pleasing for me as a lad.
Like, listen, I know you ain't realistic, but I like you. Again, so I'm assuming it was written by a guy because they know what guys like from girls.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those things that I think Jujutsu Kaisen, out of all of the shonens, I think it's the one that has the biggest female audience, primarily because it's got a lot of pretty boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean Gojo's a Chad. Dude, do you remember in freaking Universal Studios how the chicks just went crazy when Gojo appeared?
Dude, yeah. It makes perfect sense because women are perverts and we know it.
Yeah.
Says the guys who were just talking about boobies and getting laid and stuff.
Dude, you remember all those freaking hentai shops in Japan?
Yeah.
Full of ladies.
Full of ladies. It's really weird. But, you know, respect.
No wonder they never stop wearing masks.
Dude, it's really weird how they buy all these things, you know, like things that you would not expect, you know, chicks to buy.
Just out in the open? No,
I meant more like cartoon miniatures. You're like, I thought this was more of a guy thing, but in Japan they don't care. What does freaking the guy from Konosuba say? Gender equality?
I yearn for true gender equality, which is why he punches women.
Of course. Respect. Have you watched anything of the new spin-off series?
No, I haven't watched since season 2.
All right, so season 2, then there's a movie, The Legend of Crimson, which is a sequel, and it shows you the village of Megumin. And then the spin-off series is a prequel that shows Megumin's story in the Crimson Devil village. If you want to check it out. The movie's fine. It's on. I just saw it. I just saw that it's on Crunchyroll, and I saw it today. The movie's fun. The show, I saw a couple of episodes, and I was a little bit confused until I watched the movie, and it's like, okay, I needed to watch the movie in order to know who all these characters are and actually care a little. So, if you care about watching it, it's what's the full name of Konosuba? Konosuba, God's blessing on this beautiful world.
Yeah, let me see. Konosuba, God's blessing on this wonderful world, yeah.
Okay, so I think that the spin-off is Konosuba, maybe explosion on this wonderful world.
I don't know, but the movie was Legacy of Crimson.
Oh, there you go. So Legacy of Crimson.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
I can't see.
Konosuba. An explosion on this wonderful world. Again,
Explosion!
If you care about checking it out, we'll probably talk about it if you see it. So next week we'll probably talk about the Swordsmith Village. I don't know why I always get stuck on that name. How
Just
far?
say Demon Slayer season 3.
How far deep are you into Demon Slayer season 3?
Not deep at all.
All right. Well, you have a week. Bitch.
I can finish it off in a night. It's like homework.
Actually, yeah, you could. I mean, that's one of the beauties of anime. If you actually put your mind to it, you can finish it in 3 hours. So that's great. So there you go.
Like, bro, I could have finished it today. I just decided to play Tears of the Kingdom.
Fair enough. Understandable. So is there anything else you want to mention about Chainsaw Man before we log out of here?
Man. What would a Chainsaw Man video game look like?
Fuck you.
Would it be just a
Listen,
straight up action game.
listen. A part of me wants to say the easy answer, which would be like a fighting video game, but
Nah, fuck off.
that would be the easy
Always
answer.
do that with shonen anime. I
But
hate it.
honestly, I think Jujutsu Kaisen would be better for a fighting anime, for a fighting video game.
I think it would be great as an RPG.
Chains-
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Chainsaw Man.
Honestly, I think Chainsaw Man would work well as like a Souls-like, which I know has become kind of a meme,
Yeah,
but I can kind of see it.
like you're
Like a
Denji.
sort of, yeah, because none of the
You-
fights
you-
are portrayed as.
So you mean is it Sekiro?
You could make it like Sekiro,
Because
or
Sekiro
like,
never really upgrades, so you would always have. Well, we don't know if Denji upgrades at this point.
it's a shonen. He's totally upgrading.
Like he has to, otherwise,
Let's-
what's even the point?
Well, okay, let's speculate a little because
Sure.
we don't know shit. We
don't know shit about
What do we
fuck.
always say? Yeah, what do we always say here? We don't know shit about fuck.
No.
And
We just
haven't
talk a
read the
lot.
manga.
Uh-huh.
Please don't spoil. So where do we think it's do you think he's gonna get like a second demon in him to get like a power up?
I think he-
it feels weird that
I
he.
think he's gonna get chainsaw wings.
Okay,
I think
I'd
that'd
be
be
down with chainsaw wings.
Or-
He got chainsaw feet at one point, right?
yeah, which he has to use his skates at some point.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what how power ups look in this universe. You know,
Me neither. We haven't seen it yet.
because we know that characters can make pacts with multiple demons, right? That's the thing?
Yeah. Or at least we've seen one character do it with multiple demons. Devils?
Yeah.
Devils?
Devils, yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that we can't use it interchangeably.
Yeah.
But yeah, they made pacts with multiple devils. I think it's probably gonna go in that direction, because the thing is that chainsaw is not like it was painted out to be as one of like is like a special demon almost.
Yeah. And it's not clear
But it
why.
does-
Again, it's a mystery.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me,
people are
considering
scarier.
there's a lot scarier things than chainsaws.
Maybe. I don't know.
Honestly, I think this series started with the author having just like the crazy idea of, dude, what if I have a guy who just, has chainsaws everywhere in his body? And he just kept developing it, but in a way that became way more sophisticated than he expected,
Sure.
you know?
Listen, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if this was a plan or if it was just madness from beginning to end.
So if you can make a pact with a devil, which one would it be?
The CIA devil.
You want to see how I do.
Let me think. All right, because the more powerful they are, the more they will demand from you, right?
I mean, I think if they just straight up like you, they'll make a good pact.
Listen, for example, I like snakes, right?
Yeah, you're a weirdo.
People are afraid of snakes. So
Rightfully so.
I like that. I also like, reptiles. The alligator demon would be kind of cool. The crocodile demon. Dinosaurs. Actually, the dinosaur devil. Boom.
I don't think people are scared of dinosaurs because we only know them from Jurassic Park, honestly.
And it's a scary movie.
Yeah, if you're a little bitch.
I mean, I remember being scared in the Lost World when they don't go into the long grass. Don't go into the long grass. You know?
It does have a few good scary scenes, but
There are people. Listen, there's people who scared of dinosaurs. Okay, but fine. If nobody's scared of dinosaurs, then I'll have to. Right now, I'm going with Snake Demon because I think I would personally like it. I think we'd get along well. I don't think it would ask that much of me, and I feel it's powerful enough. Like, I know that I could go for, like, a more powerful demon. Like, let's say the Death Demon. Because people are afraid of death. Or the public speaking demon.
that has to be a thing, right?
Like, the public speaking demon has to be a thing. Definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, do I really want to hang out with the public, with the public speaking demon? Seriously?
I don't know. I think it'd be interesting if it was like one that had to do with your own fear. But
What?
I can't think of one because I'm not scared of anything.
You're scared of stuff. You just don't know it.
Yeah. So maybe the ignorance demon. I don't know.
The CIA.
The
Are you
the lack
scared
of
of?
Chainsaw Man season 2 double.
Are you scared of the IRS demon? The not finishing One Piece demon?
The UPS man devil.
The bad JoJo demon?
No.
The George R. R. Martin not finishing A Song of Ice and Fire demon?
Well, of course, everybody's scared of the inevitability demon.
Of course. Devil. Damn it, I keep messing it up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a thing. Yeah.
So, well, you haven't said anything. Like, if I have to go with an answer off the top of my head, I'm going with the snake demon.
I don't know. There's a lot of options. I mean, there's like the poverty devil.
Maybe a 5-year-old would be scared. I'm guessing he's talking about dinosaurs. Listen, 5-year-old fears are pretty good. Did you not see Monsters Inc? You get a lot of energy from little kids, so suck it. Also, El Sancho demon, the narco demon, devil,
The cartel demon.
cartel devil. Yeah.
The nuclear bomb devil.
The what was it?
Ooh, I'll take the AI devil.
Oh, dude.
I like that one. I like the AI devil.
Dude, that's a good one. I honestly,
got fucking Skynet. Let's go.
Respect. That's a good one. It'll kill you, but whatever. What do you think it'll take from you? What do you think it'll take? Like, I'm pretty sure that the snake demon is gonna demand food, and so as long as I feed it, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be okay. I'll just give it a bunch of rats.
Mine is probably just gonna take over my life, and no one's gonna notice because it's gonna be a perfect AI. I don't know.
So it's gonna take over your body.
I don't know. Maybe it'll take like it'll be like a persona of mine, but like through the internet, you know. So maybe the guy who's doing the podcast right now is not. It's not actually me.
Okay. All right. So we're writing this. We're the writers.
Oh shit.
You need to find out something that makes the AI devil, like, there's gotta be a give and take. Like, off the top of my head, the thing that would counteract its power, maybe it's like, well, it's artificial. It needs electricity. So maybe you need to produce energy for it. Or maybe it sucks your energy, so it's kind of sucking your life, in a way.
Okay.
So that could be one thing. So
you like the demon sucking me off.
Of course. The nature demon? The nature is pretty scary.
Nature, you scary.
Yeah. So what do you think? You're the writer. Well, how would you balance out something as powerful as the AI demon?
Oh man, I was
Devils,
only thinking
motherfucker.
I was only thinking of being powerful, not writing it well.
I wasn't thinking about consequences.
Damn it.
A-hole. God.
Shit. I guess I think there's this idea that you can kind of have AI fall into like logic holes where they can't get out of.
Okay.
So maybe something like that. You know how there's like certain logical ideas or sentences that you can ask AI to sort of there's what do they call it? The Turing test?
I think the Turing test is to figure out if you're real or not. Like, if it's an actual human.
Yeah. So maybe something like that where it's something that guarantees it's going to get a different response from an AI because it can't, cross that logic.
Well, listen, there's one of the issues with AI is that if its goal is what's it called? I don't remember, but let's say its goal is, I don't know, its goal is to create paper clips. And so it has to find the most efficient way of creating paper clips. And so if, let's say, you are a person that sends people on breaks from in the paperclip factory, well, then the easiest way for them to create more paper clips would be to get rid of the guy who sends people on breaks. So it would kill you off. So that would be kind of the issue. Again, it's trying to optimize the situation to make more paper clips because its objective is to make paper clips. So maybe the problem is that if you give it an objective, it's going to be super specific in the objective. And it may actually be detrimental to you. So it could be kind of like a monkey's paw thing.
Yeah,
John Connor.
But the thing is, kind of the AI is gonna give you whatever you ask of it. So like that's kind of the point of, teaching it stuff. So it doesn't have like a specific objective in mind per se. It's sort of like on a task by task basis, and it's using the previous information, the previous database. So I think you just feed it a bunch of bullshit.
Okay. All right.
Like,
Okay.
You propagandize it.
No. All right. So the consequence is that it's not going to forget all the previous bullshit that you told it. So you have to continue building up. So it's like a
You can't erase the shitty foundation.
So imagine this is Tetris, right? You can never delete it. So if you put like a crappy one, it's still going to keep going up and up and up, and it's going to keep using that foundation.
And eventually it'll fuck you.
So let's say, for example, if you say never hurt people, then it's going to come out in a situation where you are going to have to modify that, and you're going to have to find a creative way of saying, well, I need how I am people, so how can I make it that it can hurt specific people? So stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I suppose. I think, are they still doing the whole 3 laws of robotics thing? Do you know?
You mean from iRobot?
I believe it's that's the one. But it's been like the quote unquote principle of like that area of robotics since forever.
I don't know, and I don't think so. But Chuck Dominguez says like the movie Eagle Eye. I'm not sure.
Shia LaBeouf?
Maybe. Let me see. Eagle Eye. It sounds familiar.
I think it's Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf.
Crazy.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf. First off, that's when he made his best movies. Jerry and Rachel are 2 strangers thrown together by a mysterious phone call from a woman they have never met. Threatening their lives and family, she pushes Jerry and Rachel into a series of increasingly dangerous situations, using the technology of everyday life to track and control their every move. So that's what you want?
Yeah, why not? It sounds fun.
All right, well, there you go. I think that's a good place to stop. Final thoughts. The show's awesome. Supposedly the next season is going to be even better. Honestly, if it just stays on this level, it's going to be pretty epic. So I'm very much excited for the fact that it's supposedly going to be even better than this one. So I highly recommend it. I recommend
it's
it to everybody.
One that I'm looking forward to the most.
Probably.
I want to watch I'm going to watch the Jujutsu Kaisen movie this week because I want to get re-hyped for that, you know?
You know what? Okay, so let's do this. Finish Demon Slayer Season 3. We'll talk about that next week, if the last episode comes out. Then we'll talk about the Jujutsu Kaisen movie. And then we'll see where we go from there. Then maybe Konosuba.
Konosuba.
Fair? Does that seem like a good plan? Does that sound doable to you?
All right, fine. I'll watch a bunch of good anime.
You better.
Fine, I'll do it.
Bitch. Do it. Anyway.
Hey, we managed to set up Zoom like in less than 5 minutes this time.
Dude, yeah, it's actually, pretty easy. So, can't complain
too much. My ears are still freaking bleeding because it's like all my levels are spiking.
And there's actually a problem. I can't play the outro song right now, and it really annoys me. It's because I had to switch out the level. You probably don't remember this. But anyway, I had to do some stuff over here. I'm still trying to figure out, but I can't play the outro song, so we're just going to go out cold. But as always, comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Super Dario World and at DarioSDW on Instagram. Like, share, subscribe, share this video. It really helps me out. I really appreciate it. Eric, we recorded a music video recently.
Yeah.
Do you want people to follow your band or whatever?
Oh, man. We should have probably prepped that, right?
You should have, yeah. What's your band's name?
This? Yeah, well, let's put that out next week, I think, because we want to have like the thing up on YouTube.
All right, okay, so the video.
Yeah, we got some stuff cooking.
All right,
good stuff.
Fair enough.
And Dario has to agree because he's helping out.
I have to finish it.
Yeah.
So
that's also part of the thing.
Yeah. So as always, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next time.